The story of the first families is really the big missing link in the entire fabric of the great American West. We are finally, today, lifting the veils on that forgotten story.
When I was little, I had a grandfather, my mom's dad, who always used to tell me in Spanish, "No, tú eres pura India," which meant you're just an Indian, a pure Indian. Flashback 20 years, 15 maybe, and an aunt tells me, "Yeah, you're Comanche. Our grandfather was Comanche." That was it. That started me. I gotta find him. I gotta find out who he is, and I've been researching ever since.
And then probably about 10 years ago, I just kind of woke up and said, well, who am I? Where did I come from? What's this about the Canary Islands? Because when I look at a map and I see Texas, and I look way over by the African coast and I see the Canary Islands, and I look at Mexico, and I look at Dad and I say, well, there's doesn't make any sense. How could we be from the Canary Islands when we're in San Antonio, Texas? I've got to figure this out. There's got to be a story behind this. Wow, what a story.
But that started me on a research quest. That's when I started finding out that I come from the very first settlers that came here to San Antonio. I can trace my roots back to 1718.
Then I start to realize what that really meant. And I always get emotional when I talk about family. But amazing how when those families came, just those 56 people, and they joined with the others that had already been here, what then unfolded over the next 280 plus years. And so here we are today. That to me is just absolutely fascinating.
What was it about my family, my neighbors' families, and the first families that made such a significant contribution to the city and the state of Texas that they wanted so bad? I was always trying to find the answer to that question, and then I found it.
A lot of the techniques that are used started off with indigenous people. They had the first riatas, the lariats.
Everything's missing. Nobody has told the story of the Tejanos, of the people that were here. And there's nothing about Esparza or Seguin. We were there. Without us, they couldn't have gotten as far as they did.
The legacy of the Rose Window, the way the story was told to me by my ancestors, was that my great-great-great-grandfather, Don Pedro was commissioned by the king in Spain and was journeying to the New World. Made a promise to his fiancée, Rosa, that he would send for her. Her ship encountered a storm, and she perished at sea. And he crafted this beautiful masterpiece.
What causes us to have our differences, recognize our differences, go to battle over our differences, and when that battle is over, to come back, put our stuff back together again, and continue to move forward?